Up next on the Sports Hit List.
I don't understand what this guy's doing.
So it's not looking good for the Giants' playoff hopes and how they're going to win if they can't make the playoffs.
Blake Bortles did his best Tom Brady impersonation on Sunday.
Welcome to the Sports Hit List, by the fans, for the fans. I'm Mike Phillips, and today we're going to talk about what's been going on in the NFL thus far. It's only been 2 weeks, but a lot has happened. Today, I'm going to introduce you to my panel. I got Charlie right here.
What's going on,
How
Mike?
you doing, brother? I got Travis over here. What's
going on, man?
And I got my main man, Greg, over here.
What's going on, Mike?
Listen, we've had some highlights. We've had some disappointments. I actually wanted to hear from you guys and see what you guys felt so far. In 2 weeks, a lot has happened. Charlie, I'm going to start with you. What do you think's been going on?
So my highlight is going to be Patrick Mahomes, the GOAT, so to say. And I say
think
he's
so?
the GOAT because he has 10 touchdowns through 2 games, most touchdowns ever through first 2 games. And he just looked great. He's fit into the offense so well. They forgot about Alex Smith because now all he's doing is helping the Chiefs win games. Secondary's a little suspect, but they have to work on that. But the offense is rolling. And my disappointment is going to be the New York Giants. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Jet fan, but
I feel like you are, but it's okay.
I know. But they took Barkley in the draft because they were a win-now team, and they thought they could have gotten the most out of Eli, whatever he has left in the tank. But he's 0-2 now. So it's not looking good for the Giants' playoff hopes and how they're going to win if they can't make the playoffs.
Giants are trash.
Travis, how do you feel about all this? What are your highlights? What are your disappointments?
Right now, my highlights has got to be Tampa Bay Bucks and Fitzmagic, man.
Fitzmagic,
It's a real
baby.
thing out here, man.
Fitzmagic,
But this
I
is
love
what
it.
he does, man. He is a trickster. That Harvard
it.
education has done him some good. He did this with the Bills. He did this with the Texans. He did this with the Jets, and now he's about to do it again with the Bucks.
He is the richest man alive,
But
with
watch
not
out.
a ring.
The problem is, watch out. Here, you want to play around? Jameis, your job is gone. I'm telling you right now. Because when he gets on these hot streaks, he goes throughout the whole season. So, Jameis, enjoy the bench, man. Because it's over for you. And then you got to look further along. What are you going to do with him now, big-time contract-wise?
10-year contract. What about your disappointments? What's going on?
My disappointment has to be the mess going on out there in Oakland, man. John Gruden, I don't understand what this guy's doing. How do you trade? Literally, Khalil Mack, through 2 games, has already had more defensive stats than the entire Oakland Raiders defense.
Mac attack.
How do you trade that man? You sat there and said, all right, I can understand you don't have the money to invest in $20 million players in Derek Carr and Khalil Mack. But you chose to invest in Derek Carr? He's looked terrible.
Yeah, but you got to do a second-half slide contract. You do a little, do it boys.
So
boys sit in
backload the
back.
contract, you
Yeah,
think?
backloaded.
Nah, man, you got to find a way to keep that guy, man.
I agree with that.
That pass rush right there, that is crucial
Khalil
right
Mack
there.
changes the whole game plan.
He almost changed the entire landscape of the season by almost taking
No,
out
you're right.
Aaron Rodgers.
You're right. What about you, Greg? What do you got going on?
So so the biggest, surprise. Well, not surprise so much, but the Jags, how they played.
2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. We expected the Jags defense to be good. They're still good, But my biggest surprise from them is Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles did his best Tom Brady impersonation on Sunday, and
Talk about it.
And they went into Gillette Stadium with no Leonard Fournette, and dominated the Pats. Nobody expected it to go like that, and their receivers are stepping up, making plays. If that happens all season, they're going to be very dangerous.
That's right. What about your disappointment? What
My
do you got
biggest
right now?
disappointment is not a team, but a coach, and that coach is Mike Tomlin.
Tell him
He
about
is running a 3-ring circus in Pittsburgh, and honestly, I don't know if he's going to get a hold of it, and I don't see this team going anywhere without Le'Veon Bell. And if Antonio Brown doesn't want to come to practice and tweets out, trade me, yeah, they're finished.
You don't think James Conner can carry the load for him?
Yeah, no.
He will. He will. Now, let me tell you guys what I think. I got my highlight so far, and I'm not saying this just as a Jets fan, Sam Darnold. I'm telling you right now, that boy's got some poise in the pocket.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Have you come back to reality yet? I mean,
I have.
you had
All right.
the great week
You
one.
had your turn to speak. This man will speak now.
I'm just
I
saying, you
did
Jets
come down
fans,
to
man.
reality. I did come down to reality. I knew it was going to happen. We'll see what happens next upcoming weeks. But I'll tell you right now, he looks good. He throws an interception. He comes right back. He could have a terrible game, but he knows how to run that offense. But I'm going to tell you
agree.
about my disappointment. The Buffalo Bills are my biggest disappointment right now.
stink.
And that's not as a Jets fan. But how do you have a player retire at halftime? He turns around and says, you know what? You guys aren't good. It ain't for me. And he retires. And I'm talking about Vontae Davis. Vontae Davis, I understand you still leave him with the money. But you just left your team at the half, you took a shower, and you caught that train home before your team even stopped
This
playing.
gives you an idea of the state of Buffalo.
It's true. It's true. You had to throw in a rookie who's not ready so early because you have nobody else. Why did you get rid of Tyrod Taylor? Tyrod Taylor was a good quarterback. Did he make you a playoff team? Maybe. Did he make you a contender? Maybe. But you had to put people around him to make him a little better.
But he was
Am I
never going to
right
win.
You're right.
He was never going to win the big
don't
one.
also forget,
I agree.
they traded a quarterback before the season to the Raiders.
Thank you. Yes.
So
I
now
didn't,
they're
I
left
didn't
with
understand
Nathan
that
Peterman
move. Why
and Josh
get rid of
Allen.
McCarron? Why get rid of him?
I don't know.
You got Nathan
They had
Peterman.
no veterans on
And
the roster.
AJ McCarron was good. He was a good backup.
Good is a relative term.
Good backup.
We didn't,
Okay.
we didn't
Backup.
see much
Okay.
of him.
Right.
That's
Right.
why
But
people
I'll
saw
tell
the
you one thing.
potential in him.
He was
His
a good
wife,
backup, though.
his wife is very good
Listen,
looking.
we'll talk about that offset.